Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Hope you are following the series of videos which are posting, that is manual testing, and this is going to be the last part of a series in the manual test which we are posting in our YouTube channel. Okay, hope you are all followed the previous videos for some better understanding of this one. Okay, let's discuss the topics which is left, small topics which is left in the previous videos. Okay, the first topic is the roles and responsibilities of a tester. This is a very standard question which is asked in interview. What are the roles and responsibilities of a tester? Okay, there will be a manual tester and automation tester. Okay, so basically, right, what are roles? First, we should get the requirement document or the user story from the board, read the user's requirement, then we understand the acceptance criteria. After getting the acceptance criteria and the user story, we should analyze the requirements, gather the requirements, and analyze the requirement. That will be the first role. Understand and collect the information. Okay, after collecting information, after getting the plan document, we should what we should do is we should start writing the test cases for the require user story and the acceptance criteria. Based on that, how many flows are there, we are going to write the test cases in the tool or in the Excel sheet. There are a lot of tools in market like Jira, ALM, Acido apps. You are going to write the test cases. After the test case be written, it will be went back to the developer. It will went back to the, say, your senior member or your colleague. They are going to review your test case document, test case. After a test case been reviewed, if they feel any comments, they will pass it. Once it's been edited, amended, then, once the code has been deployed into the test environment, you start doing your system testing or the testing. During the system testing, you study the test case, input the condition application, and log the actual result, compare the expected result and actual result, and then you put pass and fail. If it is a fail, you prepare a bug report and send to the team. Okay, you are the person who are going to set up the environment automation, right, or manual. Okay, so once the code is given, you'll do smoke testing, and during the end of the sprint you do regression testing. All these things are roles. You give duty to a team members, that is your role. You attend lot of meetings, daily startup meetings, sprint planning meeting, retrospective meeting, right, PBR, meetings. You attend a lot of meetings, you interact closely with the clients, you interact with the test engineers. In automation point of view, after getting the user story, what user story you should automate, right? You will do write the or suppose you may create a framework, or if you already a framework is created, you will go to the framework, read the framework, understand the framework, write the feature file, generate the snippets from executing the feature file, copy that and paste the test steps, and call the reusable code to the test steps, and then you are going to run with the runner class. Either you run locally or you run through automation. You run locally or you run in a pipeline. All these things will be your roles and responsibilities of a tester or daily routine of a tester. You are going to push the code in GitHub, check in and check out. All these things are roles. Okay. Hope you learned something out of this slide. Okay. Next one is entry criteria and exit criteria. When to start testing and when to stop testing. It's a very standard question which is asked in a lot of interviews. When you are going to start the testing, that is called as entry criteria. When you are going to stop the testing, that is called as an exit criteria. When to start testing? When requirements is freezed, environment is ready, requirements is been approved, test data is ready, test plan has been revised and updated, when test cases have been documented and reviewed and finalized. Okay, when test data is ready, when the manager asks you to start testing, all these are the right reasons when we can start the testing. When to stop testing, all functionalities have been tested, all test cases have been passed. There is no severity 1 and 2 defects. When requirement is met, when time is finished, when 90 more than 90% of defect is not there in the application, you can start testing. So there are some criteria where you can start testing. There are some criteria where you can stop testing, right? So hope this you learn something out of this slide. Okay. Next one is suspension criteria and resumption criteria. When you can suspend the code and when you can reject the code. This you will see in the test plan document. When you suspend, when smoke testing fails, sanity testing fails, and regression, a lot of bugs is been raised. When critical functionalities, right, failing, there is lot of blockers in the application. When you have environment problem, and requirements are not completed, when you can suspend and when you can accept it, when all the things are fixed, then you can accept it. So when you can suspend the code, when you can accept the code, it will be clearly mentioned in your test plan document. Okay, hope you learned something out of this slide also. Okay, next one is what are the deliverables in testing? There might be a question, what are the artifacts or what are the deliverables in testing? A lot of deliverables, right? RTM is one deliverable. Test plan document, test strategy document, test cases, scenarios, scripts, test data, test results log report, test summary report, automation summary report, release notes. The build is also a deliverable. There are a lot of deliverables or artifacts in the project. And the metrics. Last video we saw, right? Project based metrics, process metrics, right? The metrics is also and customer related metrics. All these things are called as, all these things are their deliverables. All these reports you have to submit after finishing your testing. So that is called as software deliverables. Hope you learn something. Okay. Next one is there are some list of deliverables. We do in which phase? That is the understanding here. Test plans, test design, test cases, test scenarios are prepared before execution phase. A test strategy document, test estimation report, test plan document, test scenarios, test cases, all these things, right? Preparing an RTM are prepared before test execution phase. When is it, which document is prepared during a test execution phase? Bug report, test logs, test summary report, test status report, master test report, and test report, final report, and cycle report. That is called test report. And finally, you are going to submit on project closure report or test closure report. That is called as a master test report. So all these things during after your execution phase. Okay. Hope this one is useful to you. Okay. Next one is right in the V model, right? V model verification validation. So you do something parallelly, right? When you are preparing functional specification document, you do prepare unit test cases. When you are doing design document and functional specification, you prepare unit test cases, system test cases, and integration test cases. When you are doing test system test cases, you prepare regression test case document. When you do functional specification, you will also have the performance criteria and performance test case. You also prepare user acceptance. So in V model, if you go to the V model, you do parallelly everything here. That's why defect is more prevented and you do fastly. Okay, you do fastly here. Okay, and what is a change management? Change management is suppose a customer is asking for a change, that is called as an change management. When customer is asking for a change, okay. For example, if there is a if he wants to change a requirement or modify a requirement, when he raise a request, that is called as a change management. Okay, he requests for a change. What we do impact analysis. Impact analysis, what are the areas it's going to affect our project, and what is the cost, and what is the budget, and what is the timeline. Who will do? CCB will do. CCB means change control board. The change control board will approve or deny the change request. If they approve, then they'll implement the change and review the reporting. This is a process which happens in your change management, CR, change request. Okay, hope you learned something out of this. So when customer is asking for a change, it's called as a change request. When change request is right, it directs to CCB. CCB will do right impact analysis. Impact analysis means due to this change, how far it's affecting our project. Okay, so as I told you, CCB means change control board. We'll do impact analysis. Okay, impact of the other work, technical definition of the work, cost, schedule, right? Where's a new change? What are the hardwares you need to change? What are the software we need to change? How much is going to affect the design, right, plan, everything, right? They all gather information regarding the change. Once they evaluate, approve it, then only the CC will give approval for the change. Then only the developer is going to change that particular request. Got it? So they'll have a form. They need to fill this and submit to it, and change control board will review the form, do impact analysis, then only they'll approve for a change. Okay, got it. Next one is configuration management. There are a lot of tools. Configuration management means all the artifacts are stored in one place. Like there are a lot of tools, right? Version controls tools, SVN, CSV, VCS, right? Nowadays JIT, right? Big bucket, a lot of tools, right? In the market where all the code, everything is stored, version control is maintained, right? Keep the track of all the code, documents, everything is been maintained. That is called as the configuration management, managing the code, scripts. Nowadays, Azure DevOps keep everything, all the documents, environmental verification, test plan, right, daily report, right? Regression shoots is maintained, test plan, test case maintained, test scripts is maintained. All these things are managed in tools. We can keep the track of versions, history of changes, everything can be done here. Okay. Next one is release management. Release management means suppose there is a development environment, testing environment, right, UAT environment, pre-production environment, and live environment. So somebody person is going to release from development to testing, testing to user accept testing. Those person is called as a release manager. He is a person who communicates with the team, sets the environment, plans for it, do verification, and set the configuration. Does all the activities is done by the release manager. Those are the persons who are releasing from one environment to the another. Nowadays, all are DevOps. Automatically triggers, put in the environment, tested, and it's getting deployed here. So they will prepare release policy, release planning, release design, release nodes, release communication. All the people will be intimated if there is a release is happening before, after release, what are testing you should do, pre, what we should do. Everything needs to be planned by the release management team. Okay, so release is nothing but a code which has been released to an environment. There are a lot of environments we discussed earlier also. Okay, Hope you got it. Thanks for watching this series of videos. Hope you learned manual testing out of us. Have a great time. I will meet you all soon in the next series. Bye. Take care.